All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. First, want to give honest goods praise due to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua B'Shkadash B'Katah. All right, shalom to the apostles and elders, and also elder bishops as well. A great millstone. Peace to Akim that's doing his work on the folk on this earth. I'm Brother Wild from GMS Detroit Bar Camp. And so I want to say fair use disclaimer. I am not getting any money off of this. This is only for educational purposes only. Again, I am not getting paid off of this. This is for educational purposes only. Okay. So yeah, this is for educational purposes only. So yeah, this video is going to be about you got that water crisis out there in Puerto Rico. All right, and you want to know why that's happening? The Lord is judging the tribe of Ephraim, because Puerto Rico, that's Ephraim. Okay, and so yeah, they got that water crisis still going on. All right, and the Lord is judging them. And so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna play this video, and all depends. I might play another one. All right, and okay, what's going on here? All right, what's going on? Slocky, y'all. Now I want to act up. Slocky on that. All right, where is it? Slocky, everybody. Now I want to act up. Oh crap.
Today or tomorrow, right? That's what the
Slocky, I'm gonna pay this over again.
Wells in Puerto Rico are mostly empty because of the water crisis that continues today. Woke up this morning, tried to turn on the faucet, there's still no water. Now, news reports have been telling us, we do know that the water crisis is expected to continue through the week. Some are saying that it's expected to come back later today or tomorrow, right? That's what the official story is, but many of us already know that we tend to not trust that. And so as I've been sort of waiting for my car to get fixed, we woke up at 6 a.m, took the car, got the new battery, headed straight to go buy some water, and the shelves were empty. Of course they're empty. And I can't get out of my head the people that have been talking to reporters, the elders, la ancianita, que you could hear the cries of desperation in their voice. And I think about the fact that these are situations, right, that have been going on in Puerto Rico for decades, with communities, especially after Maria, not having water or power for close to a year or more than a year, right? And so when we think about the infrastructure issues here and the lack of care that the government takes on public health in general, right, we know that this is just by design. We don't expect that the government here is really going to do much. So it takes a community continuing to put pressure on them to do what's right. And one of the things that I read this weekend was about the fact that the cost of the repairs of these 3 different ruptures on the main line is going to be something upwards of like close to $1 million, maybe 300,000 to $1 million. But the point is, who's going to be paying for that, right? Is there a fund that's going to be paying for that? I don't know. I'll do my best to find out. The other thing is that the governor of Puerto Rico has said that they're going to be conducting a study that should have been done a while ago, right? She likes to point fingers at previous administrations, even though she's been in office for 20 years, or she's been in politics, right, in Puerto Rican politics, with a role in politics for over 20 years. She could have at any point submitted some kind of legislation in the
Yeah, and these politicians, they're all puppets. Okay. And they've been bought and paid for it a long time ago. So they're gonna do whatever the government tells them to do. So that's why they're in the situation that they're in. You know. But ultimately, it's Yahweh Shem Shai is judging the tribe of Ephraim. You know, just like the rest of the tribes. But continuing on.
Asked to address this, but she's been governor since 2024, and a lot of people have been criticizing her since then. But the point is, the study that she's talking about is going to cost $4 million. Right? Again, who's paying for that? How is that going to get funded? How are the Puerto Rican people who are already under so much strain, right, with water bill that they have to pay, even if they don't have service, they're expected to pay their water bill. So anyway, stay tuned for more on that. We hope and we pray that we get the water very soon. There's a lot of vulnerable communities that need access to water. It is a basic human right. I also want to mention that if anybody is interested in learning more about how we got.
And hey, like I said, that's the Lord doing it. All right. So hey. So let's go ahead and get to some scriptures. Book of Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because that has rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that there shall be no priest to me, seeing thus has forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget their children. So yeah. Hey, they don't want to get right. They don't want to do right. Meaning the 2/3 of the nations of Israel. All right. Grab another one. All right, Jeremiah, chapter 11, verses 14. Therefore, pray not for for these people, neither lift up a cry, nor a prayer for them. I will also not hear them in a time that they cry unto me from their trouble. So yeah, hey, the Lord, hey, getting at them, man. They don't want to listen. All right, the man's on the highways and byways, and I'm pretty sure, that there's prophets amongst Ephraim in that island in there, over there. All right, So hey, they can't sit up here and say they don't know. Let me also read this, Jeremiah 11:11. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which that say not be able to escape, and though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them. All right. So yeah. Hey, they don't want to listen. Hey, the highways and the brothers out there on the highways and byways, and I know it's camps in all in those islands down there. Okay, so there's no escape from this truth. All right, so hey, this is judgment from Yahweh Bashim Yahshua B'Shukarash Brakatash. All right, and so hey, hey, but hey, only the ones that's in the truth is gonna get it. Okay, the ones that really believe in Yahweh B'Shem, Yahweh Shai. So yeah, the tribe of Ephraim is going through it. Like, it's judgment of the Lord. So with that, I want to give honors, goes praise due to Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai, by Shem Kakadash, double honors, apostles and elders bishops as well. Peace of Akim that's doing his work on the folk on earth. Shalom.